Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. So I just finished watching part 2. I already talked about part 1 in the previous video. And yeah, part 2 was an improvement. Part 1 I was a bit disappointed with. It was a bit underwhelming, to be honest, because certain things happened early and other things as well. But part 2 was a big improvement, I think. It's still not great, which is kind of surprising because I expected this to be like really good. And I'm a bit surprised it's not as good as I thought it would be. But it's much better this episode. Part 2 I think was a good episode. I liked it. There was a lot of good fan service in this. You get Brandon Routh Superman, you get Smallville Superman. Smallville Superman! I watched Smallville when I was a teenager. Haven't watched the whole show. I've seen like a couple seasons worth. I don't remember what seasons, to be honest. But I used to watch it on TV after school, and this is good memories. It is really good memories. So it was awesome to see Clark there in this episode. That was brilliant. So before we get into spoilers, it was a good episode, I think. And if I was to rate it, I'd give it a 7. No, 7.5. 7.5. I give part 1 a 6.5. This is a 7.5. It's a step in the right direction for me. It's a good episode. So yeah, into spoilers now. So obviously Clark Kent from Smallville was there. It's only a cameo. You don't see him being Superman. You don't see him having powers. He's given up his powers. I don't know how that works, but he's given up his powers. So now kryptonite has no effect on him or whatever, and he's with Lois and the kid now. So or kids, I don't know. But he's got a family. He gave up his powers to start a family. So I guess that's the ending to Smallville, technically. Technically there's no Superman in that universe because he gave it up. So that's kind of random. I can take that, you know. We had 10 seasons of that show. We didn't get to see him as Superman. It wasn't the right ending, but at least we know what happens now. At least, assuming it's connected anyway. It might not be. It might just be not canon. But I guess we could, at this point, we can take it as an ending to the Smallville Superman, technically. So yeah, there's that. So apparently there's this Paragons thing. So there's 7 Paragons, and they are the key to stopping what's coming. And what's coming is the Anti-Monitor. So the Monitor's trying to help them get these Paragons. So there's Kara, who's the Paragon of Hope. There's Sarah Lance, the Paragon of something, I don't know, I can't remember. And the 3rd and 4th is a Kryptonian, a Superman on one of the Earths, and a Bat of the future. As soon as I mentioned that, I knew Kevin Conroy's coming. And when you first see Kevin Conroy, the first thing he says, he sounds exactly like the animated movies. Like, I was just like, now this I like. Obviously it's the same actor, so it would make sense. He would sound like him because it's his voice. But still, I got chills from that. The very first thing he said, I was just like, am I playing an Arkham game? What's going on here? Am I watching Justice League War or what? But still, like, it was cool. So he's like a worn out Batman who has lost his way, and in this universe he started killing people and he killed Superman. So, in a way, it's the BVS universe, except Lois didn't stop him. He actually killed Superman. So, and there was a reference as well, right? Bruce Wayne said something, and then he said his parents taught him a different lesson. Life only makes sense if you force it to. I'm pretty sure that quote, or something similar to that quote, is in Batman v Superman. I appreciate that reference. I like that reference. That's a damn good reference. As soon as he said it, I was just like, now that is a reference and a half. So I guess in a way you could take that Earth to be BVS, except Batman actually killed Superman. I assume that's what it is. Possibly. Then again, Superman made him crippled. Like, he's wearing this suit that helps him walk. He can hardly walk. And in BVS, obviously, he had Superman down, like completely down, and was about to kill him. So I don't know how Superman could have done all that damage to him, to be honest. Probably not the same universe. Maybe the same, but like altered. I don't know. But I like the connection to BVS. So Lex Luthor turns up and he uses the Book of Destiny to go around different Earths, killing off Superman. So before that, they got to find the Paragon, one of the Supermen who's actually the Paragon, the one who's lost more than any mortal could bear. Was it any mortal? I've forgotten the damn quotes. But yeah, the one who's lost a lot, and that is Brandon Routh Superman. He's lost everyone because I assume it's the Joker. I think it's a Joker reference. They basically gassed the building in Metropolis, where they work. Daily Planet, yeah, that's what it is. Was it? Yeah. What is it? Was it called something else in here? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. But it was, the building was gassed. He lost everyone, you know, in that day. So he's lost more than you could know. And Lex Luthor gets to Earth eventually. And obviously there's Lois and Clark from Kara's Earth. And Lex kind of gets bored of killing off Superman. So instead he tries to get Superman to kill other Superman. So you get evil Brandon Routh Superman fighting a good Superman from the CW universe. And yeah, the CGI, to be honest, in this looks off, especially with the Superman. It looks a little off. It looked a little off-putting, to be honest, at least to me. Maybe it was just me, I don't know. I still enjoyed the fight though, it was pretty cool. It was a bit like a very low damage version of Man of Steel's ending, technically, because they were fighting Metropolis. Just a bit less, a lot less damage than in that movie. But still, it was cool to see two Kryptonians fight in a city. That's a nice, in a way, it's a throwback to Man of Steel, but it's not, because it's not even the same thing. Like it's very different in the way it's filmed and the way it is. A lot less damage, as I said, and the fight's not nearly as long. But it was pretty cool to see Superman against Superman. That was pretty cool. So, by the way, the Batman stuff. Bruce Wayne dies because he's turned evil now, and he tries to kill Kara as well, and he dies. And it turns out that the Bat of the future is actually Kate, Batwoman. So yeah, I kind of could have saw that. I could have seen that coming, to be fair. Anyway, it all gets sorted out, and Brandon Routh Superman comes back. He's one of the Paragons, and they've got him. So they got 4 now, and there's 3 more. And Ray's got a tracker to obviously Ray's also Brandon. He's got a tracker to track the other Paragons. So they got 4 out of 7. I assume the 5th will arrive, maybe the 5th and the 6th will arrive in part 3. And I assume the Black Lightning as well will arrive as well, because I watched Black Lightning today, the new episode, and it connects to Crisis. Like the very ending, they join Crisis. So I'm looking forward to seeing them probably in part 3. I mean, it's the last part before part 4, which is in January. So it's a long wait, but I assume they'll turn up in part 3. And what I assume they'll do something similar to Infinity War Endgame, where they actually no, that's not the same. No, there was I got confused. Sorry, there was an Infinity War theory before a movie came out where they would not reveal the last stone, the Soul Stone, until Endgame. That didn't happen. Obviously, you got all the stones in Infinity War, so that doesn't make any sense. But what I assume is going to happen is they'll find 2 more in part 3, and the last one's a mystery, and we'll find out towards the end of the crossover. Maybe that's the case. And then at the end of this episode, the Anti-Monitor turns up to see Lila. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. It looks alright for CW budget. But yeah, some of the CGI seems off to me, to be honest, in this. You could tell it's a TV show. You could tell it's lower budget. I just feel they could have put a bit more into it since it's such a big thing. But I do feel like they're holding back for now until part 4 and 5. I feel like those will be explosive. I think these first 3 parts are just a little warm up. I would assume though that part 3 would be really good. Like, considering it's like a mid-season of every single show, it's probably going to be really, really good. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention one big plot point. So there's a Lazarus Pit idea to bring Oliver back, and they're all destroyed on the current Earth. So they got to go to another Earth, and you meet Constantine, and they find the Lazarus Pit. So it's good to see Constantine back as well. That is fantastic. Obviously, he's a cool character, so it was nice to see him back. They revive Oliver, but not his soul, because of all the antimatter. His soul, they can't get his soul back, so he's basically evil at this point, and they don't know how to deal with that. So you got an evil Green Arrow running around probably, so that's going to be interesting. But maybe that means they'll get his soul back eventually, and maybe he'll die again. I have no idea. Maybe he doesn't die. Maybe he just doesn't die. I don't know. I really don't know. Possibly that older Oliver from part 1 is a key. Maybe that's how he ends up. Possibly. Maybe he loses memory. I don't know. I don't know. But Oliver's sort of back, but he's not back. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, now that's the end of the video. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and see ya.